Hi guys, back again. Okay, we're doing the minor 7th flat 5 today, and I think I'm gonna just pick a different key to mess with your mind a bit. All right, let's pick G flat again, or no, not G flat. Let's do B flat. Let's do A. A minor 7 flat 5. Okay. A minor 7 flat 5, as we can see, it's just a C minor triad with a 6 on the bass. Okay? That's all it is. And the reason why I'm saying a 6 on the bass is because C minor triad is the triad in question. So the 6 of triad would be A. Okay, so C minor with the 6th degree on the bass. Or we could say you just take A and then play the minor triad of the minor 3rd interval. So if you go to A, major, make it minor, go to the minor 3rd interval, play that interval's chord as a minor chord over A. Then you'll get your minor 7 flat 5 chord, usually played as chord 7, going into chord 3, dominant 7 of the flat 9 into a minor chord of some sort. Now we know that a minor 7 flat 5 chord is only found on the 7th degree of a chord, so it takes Locrian, right? Major or minor, okay, right? It's just C minor with the 6 on the bass, okay? If you're in C major, remember we started here where we have E plus C, which gives us C major, and you have E flat plus C that gives you C minor, and you had E diminished plus C, which gave you C dominant. You had E major plus C that gave you C augmented. Now you have E flat minor over C, which is just the E flat minor triad with the 6 on the bass. If you're in E flat major, make that minor, and then it's 6 is C, so it's E flat minor with 6 on the bass. Okay? That's what it is. That's just what it is. And by implication is when you play a C diminished chord and play the flat 7, you get a C minor 7 flat 5 chord, right? But that gives us automatically an triad over some kind of 6 on the bass, right? And that's true for A minor 7 flat 5. Okay, and the reason why I'm playing big spreads of C minor on my right hand is because C minor forms part of the chord, so I have the liberty to invert it as I see fit, right? And we know that on a minor 7 flat 5 chord, we're going to play a Locrian mode, which is just the B flat major scale starting on the 7th degree. Right? All right. Yes. So A minor 7 flat 5. Play the Locrian mode on top of it. Or you could start it from the 3rd of A, minor 3rd, and build the Locrian from there. Arpeggiate the triad, that's associated with the chord. And because this chord can't really stand on itself, I'd suggest that you go and resolve it to the 3-7 going into 6 minor, okay? By 3-7 I mean D dominant, because 3-7 is not available in B flat major, right? Only D minor is available, so turning it into D major makes it a 3-7, which is a perfect chord played preceding A minor 7 flat 5 chord, okay? Can be even classical about it. Okay, that's the minor 7 flat 5 chord. Then we go to C major for clearer demonstration. Again, we started with C major 7. How we read a C major 7 or analyzed it or deconstructed it was to think of E minor triad over C, right? And then we had to think about a C minor 7th chord, so we took an E flat minor triad, played it over the C. And then we had to think about a C minor 7 flat 5 chord, so we took an E minor triad and played over the C, right? And at some point we had to think about the C augmented 7th chord, so we played an E major triad over C, okay? And I want you to take note of what's changing here all the time in these chords. To get different chord types. This is a powerful thing to practice, which is just changing chords in parallel like that, okay? Remember, for C major 7 we play an E Phrygian scale over that, starting on the 3rd because it harmonizes perfectly. For a minor 7 we're going to play E flat Ionian, because we're playing E flat major triad over C to get a C minor 7 chord. We're going to play C Locrian, or just C Locrian starting from the 3rd degree, the minor 3rd, to highlight a C minor 7 flat 5 chord, which I said is a minor triad with a 6 on the bass. And this can't stand alone, so you'll have to resolve it somehow as a minor 2-5-1 situation. This is very advanced, obviously, something to think about, but transcribe it. Take the video back and forth, take it back and forth. I'm going to have some theory you can read through to kind of accentuate your understanding of this video, because it might not be clear, especially if you don't know all your triads, if you don't know all your scales, if you don't know all your modes. This assumes that you know all of this, all right? So I'll say audition yourself a little bit, get to know yourself a little bit more as far as your harmony is concerned, and your chord and your scalar theory and your knowledge of scales. If you don't know that, obviously you can book lessons so that we can go through the basic theory together before you attack these videos, because these are purely conceptual, okay? That's why they can't be treated as beginner material, all right?